Shri Ganesha Sharada Gurubhyo Namaha Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha. Welcome to all for this session on Ramayana to chapter 48 of Yuddha Kanda. In the previous chapter, after Rama and Lakshmana fell to earth because of the sequence of shafts which were thrown by Indrajita, they were bound by those shafts and could not able to move themselves, and they rendered themselves motionless. And on seeing this victory, Indrajita went back to Ravana, who immediately ordered the female titans who were guarding Sita, commanding them to take Sita in Pushpaka aerial vehicle to the warfield and show Rama and Lakshmana lying there in the pool of blood with shafts covering everywhere on their body. And then, with the leading by Trijata, those female titans took Sita to the warfield, and on seeing them, Sita is lamenting. Seeing her lord lying on the earth, as also the valiant Lakshmana, Sita, in the grief that overwhelmed her, gave voice to her complaint, saying, the soothsayers, reading the lineaments of my body, prophesized thus: You shall bear sons and never be widowed. Now that Rama has been slain, because Sita is assuming that they both are now already dead, seeing them from the Pushpaka Vimana. Now that Rama has been slain, their words have proved to be untrue. Since Rama is slain, those who predicted that I should be the companion and consort of the performer of great sacrifices have uttered a falsehood. Now that Rama has been slain, those soothsayers who told me I should be highly honored by the wives of the warriors and kings are proved not to have spoken truly. Now that Rama has been slain, the astrologers among the Brahmins who openly foretold happiness for me are proved to have spoken falsely. Yet I bear the marks of the lotus on my feet, by which high born women receive the supreme concentration with their lords at their coronation, nor do I find in myself any marks of ill fortune which betoken widowhood in those who are ill starred. Yet all the auspicious signs appear to be rendered void for me. These marks of the lotus, said to be of good augury by the Pandits, have no meaning for me now that Rama is slain. My locks are fine and even length and dark. My eyebrows meet. My legs are round and smooth. My teeth evenly separated. Corners of my eyes are shaped like the conch. My breasts, hands, feet, and thighs well proportioned. My nails smooth and polished. My fingers well shaped. My breasts touch each other and have depressed nipples. My navel, too, is deeply indented. My bosom well formed. My complexion has the sheen of a pearl. The down on my skin is soft. It is said I possess the 12 auspicious signs. My feet and hands are without halos and marked with the barley corn, and my smile is languorous. Thus did those who interpret the marks of youthful maidens speak of me. Having purified Janasthana, received the tidings of my fate, and crossed the impossible ocean. Those two brothers have perished in the imprint of cow's hoof. It means even after crossing the ocean and coming over to the Lanka, even after doing such immense activity, they finally fell down for the shafts of Indrajita. Did they not recollect whatever they have possessed, the arrows of Varuna, Agni, Indra, and Vayu, so also the Brahmashira weapon, which were all possessed by Rama and Lakshmana, did they not protect them? By means of magic arts, an invincible and enemy has slain those two Rama and Lakshmana, my protectors, who are equal to Vasava in combat. I am now bereft of any support. Nay, if he had come into Rama's presence, he would not have returned alive, even were he possessed of the swiftness of thought. But since Rama and his brothers were lying struck down on the battlefield, there is no burden too heavy for death to shoulder. Fate is inexorable. I do not weep so much for Rama and Lakshmana or for myself or my mother, but for my unfortunate mother in law, Kausalya, mother of Rama, who dwells constantly on her son's return after fulfilling his vows. She who asks herself, where shall I behold Lakshmana and Sita with Raghava once more? Thus did Janaki lament, and Trijata, the female Titan accompanying her, said to her, do not despair, O goddess, your Lord is still alive. I will tell you what powerful considerations have convinced me that those two brothers, Rama and Lakshmana, still live, O Queen. They are that resolution and martial order do not animate the faces of soldiers who have lost their leader. Because if you look at the faces of those army warriors, we do not see that we do not see a kind of resolution, the kind of resolution and the martial order we are seeing in their faces do not resemble the faces of those who lost their leader. Neither would the celestial car Pushpaka have brought you here, because Pushpaka has an immense quality of its own. If the Vaidehi is already vetoed, it would never have allowed her to enter inside. O Vaidehi, if those two heroes had succumbed, then you would not have been allowed into the Pushpaka. An army that sees its valiant commander fall is bereft of courage and wanders aimlessly about on the battlefield like a ship which has lost its rudder. But instead, what is happening here is all the warriors are keeping a watchful eye over Rama and Lakshmana. That means they have only lost their conscience and soon they will going to wake up. Yet there is neither confusion nor disorder among the intrepid forces that mount guard over the two Kustas. I am pointing this out to you on account of my affection for you. These auspicious omens should reassure you fully, for know well the two Kustas are not dead. I hasten to tell this out of love for you. I have never spoken what is not true to you, nor shall I ever do so. O Maithili, for by your conduct and natural gaiety you have found a place in my heart. Nay, those two warriors are not able to be vanquished with even by the gods and asuras with their leaders. This is what I have observed and communicate to you. You there is a, the, you find there is a great marvel to be seen. O Maithili, behold how fallen under those shafts and deprived of their senses, their beauty has not deserted them still. Because if they are dead corpses, beauty and the sheen on their faces would have been lost. In the natural course, when men have lost their lives, their features exhibit appalling alteration. It is therefore impossible that these two are not still live. Banish your grief on account of Rama and Lakshmana. Abandon your sorrow, O daughter of Janaka. At these words, Sita, who resembled a daughter of the gods, with joined palms exclaimed, may it be so. Meanwhile, the chariot Pushpaka, swift as the wind, had returned, and the plaintive Sita re entered the city with Trijata, whereupon, descending from the car, she entered the Ashoka grove with the female Titans. Having returned to the royal enclosure planted with innumerable trees, Sita, recalling the two princes whom she had just seen, became a prey to extreme grief. Thus come to the end, chapter 48 of Yuddha Kanda in Ramayana. Namaste Sharada Devi, Kashmir Puramasini. Twamaham prarthaye nityam vidyadanancha dehi me. Goodbye.